Good morning, creators. Welcome to another walk and talk with Joseph, manifesting. Today's video is going to be on manifesting a specific person. I did a video on this before, but I felt like it was long and didn't get to the meat and gravy of everything, so I decided to redo a video and do it in fashion with all my other videos where I'm walking around and beautiful trees are behind me and airplanes. This is a very hot topic. In fact, it's probably the topic I see the most on any Neville posts, communities that I'm a part of. It is really actually very simple. And Neville talks about one of his stories. I can't remember what book. I highly recommend you get Neville Goddard's The Complete Reader. He has all of his best books in there, and they're just one after another. It's wonderful. Anyways, he talks about that there's a priest and two birds. And I'm not going to go into detail because I decided to make this video short and get to the meat and potatoes. But really what it came down to is this: you cannot serve two masters. You must kill the old idea. You must kill the old thought patterns. You must kill the old story and start investing in a new story. It is that simple. Past circumstances do not matter. Believe me, I have manifested from crazy circumstances where if I were to try to do it in 3D, it wouldn't have happened. Because I killed the old story. I understand the law. I know my internal conversations create. So that is the most important thing to do, is kill the old story. And another portion I want to talk about here, especially if the 3D experience just happened recently, that was unideally, it is important to feel your emotions. It is important to experience them, to allow them to be. Now here's the thing. Drop the story as to why it's happening. Drop the negative correlation with who your brain is saying caused it. And instead, remind yourself that you are the consciousness, the awareness, and that you have a mind and you have a body for the 3D experience. And you allow yourself to express those emotions. Now again, it's not because of the experience. It's not because of the person. It's the emotions that you're experiencing. So, good morning. That is so important to end up doing. Also, I highly recommend a mental diet, a very strict mental diet where you are continuously all day long checking every single thought that goes through your brain. Really, if you break it down, what ended up happening was, at first, you had loving thoughts. You felt as though you had a great connection. You felt as though you were dating, they were so into you. According to the law, they had no choice but to appear that way. At some point, you felt differently. They may have sent one text that was unideal, and it caused inner talking that gave the meaning that something was going ideal. It is very important to take responsibility that this was caused by your inner talking. Now, it can be painful, but it's also liberating, because if you caused it, you can uncause it. From there, you are going to think thoughts all day long, or until you feel satisfied that you are in the state of, in a loving relationship, in a loving marriage with your ideal person. Side note, this is not manipulation. You are not messing with free will. In fact, free will is an illusion. Neville talks about this all the time. Everything happens based upon our self-conception. The actions that I take today automatically happen from my self-conception. If I am confident, I am going to act confident. If I believe I am in shape, I'm going to eat right. I'm going to go to the gym. And this all happens naturally from my self-concept. So, it is not messing with free will. Also, Neville talks about many times, creation is finished. That means that there is endless amounts of versions of you and endless amounts of versions of your SP. I highly recommend that you see the marriage or the relationship mutually beneficial for both of you, because that's what God is harmony. With that out of the way, I made a 7-day mental diet video that will be very helpful for this. Make affirmations that are specific to you. For me personally, touch. So I would visualize my person laying on me, or I also like words of affirmation. So anytime I visualize, I would see them tell me how much they loved me or cared about me. I would see tears in her eyes and feel it as though it was real now. And this will go on all day. Last time I did it, it didn't take very long, just because I understand the law. And I knew from during the relationship and past relationships that when I affirmed something to be true, they showed up that way. And so I had a bunch of experience knowing the law. So there wasn't really as much questioning anymore. I think SATs are very important if you can do them. If you were able to be in the wish fulfilled, then going to sleep while feeling that you are happily in a relationship now or married now is very, very helpful. If not, I wouldn't really worry about it. You can also do affirmations. You can visualize whatever it is that comes best for you. That makes you feel as though you're in the state desired, and it implies that the wish is fulfilled. That is the most important thing. And stay consistent to it. At first, you may feel like you're lying to yourself. At first, your brain may keep trying to bring up the old man. That's okay. Just keep choosing your thoughts. Keep turning your awareness away from those thoughts or the situation or whatever it is. And only indulge in thoughts from the wish fulfilled or visualizations from the wish fulfilled. If you daydream, that's awesome. And what you'll find is everything lovingly rearranges itself ideally for you. It always works. I can promise you with certainty, it always works. The law is a law for a reason. You have always manifested, you have always created, it has always came natural to you. The only difference is now you are consciously choosing it instead of unconsciously choosing it. If you have any questions, leave a comment. I will be happy to respond. Take care.